Hello, spiritual aspirant. Peace be upon you all. My name is Aunt Haratu. I welcome you to my channel, Aunt Haratu. Viewers, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do so now and click the notification bell. Also, like and share for people to hear about us. If you have any dream or you want someone to help you with the interpretation, our door is widely open for you. If you have any comment, any question, our door is widely open. You can contact us on the number on the screen. You can WhatsApp us. Viewers, I want you to use today to answer one of the questions we do receive daily from our viewers. This question is about invocation, dream invocation. I taught you people here in our platform. Viewers, I don't want to waste time, so let us listen to the question and then give the answers.
My little steady step by steps after most of your teachings, I've realized that you're trying to make it clear to us that spirit calling doesn't demand candle. It doesn't demand necessarily incenses. Neither does it necessarily demand zeals. I don't know how 100% sure zeals are much needed in calling any entity. I've also learned that calling them demands a lot of singings with their names. I don't know much about the mystery behind calling them by songs or using their names to call them by singing and stuff. But I strongly believe you've confirmed severally, and that is why you have explained severally in view of that. This is my question. I want to know the deeper inkling within spirit calling. Must you not use the zeals in totality? Which means spirit calling doesn't demand zeals. You only can sit anywhere and use their names to call them at any point given time. Is that the right 100% way to call them? Yeah, because if we can look into the religion of Christianity, that is our patterns of Christianity, we basically haven't seen Jesus Christ before, but we call him. And there isn't any special name we use to call him. We only call him Jesus Christ. And we only use the name Jesus Christ to call him. And you see, the funny part of it, which is so mysterious, is that we will use the name to call him and things happen. Okay, so that gives me a clear view. We don't use any zeal. We neither use any candle or any incense, but we meet him. But he sees us, but he replies and responds and gives us answers to a lot of things we talk to him about, even in prayer. So I want to believe strongly on the side of using zeals to call spirit. Is it that important or not? Secondly, when we go to Islamic, you see, it's only in Islamic that when you have to call upon Muhammad, that you have to even add some sort of honoring virtue, which is Assalamu alaihi wasallam Muhammad, and people have to say Assalamu alaihi wasallam, something like that, before mentioning the name or after mentioning the name. Okay, and by so doing also, it happens. The name also functions even in prayer. Without candle, I've never seen a Muslim burning candle before to pray at the mosque. Without candles and zeus. Okay, so I want it to be clear, a bit clearer to me, that is that zeal using important, or you only can use something like Maduk, Marduk, or Maduk, or something like that, and things begin to happen. Okay, you can call him. You see, we were taught invocation to be something you use the zeal to call the person spirit, and when you are done, you have to dismiss the spirit. Here is the case. Each time we will use any song or any other thing to call any spirit, these days we've been taught that you can even call them, and without dismissing them, they'll have to go themselves. Okay, yeah, so I want a little bit clarity on that.
Thank you, my brother, for your question. Before I will answer each and every question or everything you said in this question and comment on everything. I want to clear some 2 points for you before I go. First of all, in Islamic religion, they don't play to Muhammad, neither they play to Jesus. For their side, they said Muhammad and Jesus are mere human beings like us, but they are the righteous and chosen people or special people chosen by God or Yahweh or Jehovah or Allah. So they are just a messenger of God. And not only Muhammad, they add a phrase, a word, a prayer to his name. Also Jesus Christ. When they mention the name Muhammad, what they say is that Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, meaning may the peace and blessings of God be upon him. Though they are sending blessings to him since he is a human being. When they mention Jesus in Islam, the name of Jesus in Arabic is called Isa. And when they mention it, they said alayhi salatu wasalam. It's the same word with sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Also means that may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. So in Islam, when you pray to any other thing other than Allah, it's a shirk. The shirk, they say that the shirk, what they mean is that you have been attributing, or you have been attributing partner to the Creator, and it's a great sin. According to Quran and the Islamic religion, God won't forgive you when you continue behaving that way and you die. That's the Islamic point of view about that. Also, one thing I have to clear is that you mention a name of a Sumerian god called Marduk. You mentioned it Marduk. Yes, I do the same mistake when my first time working with the entity. One thing I know for sure is that when you're working with entity, when you pronounce their name wrong, the entity still will come and grant your wish, because they will know that it is him or her you are calling, but you don't know the name well. So they understand that. But you have some method which you use to clarify the names of the entities. I've been mentioning in my teachings that when you continue to do lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, exactly the same, the way it is in the book of Golden Dawn, it don't create spirit, it don't protect you from any spirit, but it gives you an energy, a power that myself, I don't know how to describe, so I call it skin energy, your skin will be able to sense the presence of spirit. Even if you are passing somewhere and someone is about to die, you can sense it with your skin. So I use that method to to check the pronunciation of spirit name. So my first time of working with this spirit, now I used to call the spirit Marduk or Malduk because of R. Also they are Sumerian, so it's a Semitic language. So the R sound, Marduk. But now I don't feel the energy well. The energy is not coming. So I have to change the pronunciation. So by changing the pronunciation to other way, I call it Marduk. Then I started sensing the energy, and I know that, oh, this entity's name is called Marduk. I hope you are getting me. Before, let me do something about add something to the name Marduk you mentioned. When you take the book of the Necronomicon, the entity, they said Marduk is the son of Enki, and they, the gods, the Enki, gave him power to go and fight against that Cthulhu. And that Marduk, they said, you cannot call Marduk unless the 50 powers Enki gave to Marduk, none of them can grant your wish. I personally work with Marduk, do a lot of research about Marduk, and Marduk told me that it wasn't true, but his actual office is that he helps you with financial matters, especially if someone is owing you. If someone is owing you and that person don't want to pay the money, that is the bad debtor, Marduk can force the person to pay you. I have tested it and it works. It hasn't failed me before. And he is also good in financial matters. If you ask him about money, when you ask him about money, he's very good. Any advice about money, granting money, providing money, Marduk is the one of the best. After clearing all these two things, you first one you said, just say somewhere anything provided as a cream and mention the name of the spirit. That is what we said. I mean, yes, that is what I mean. Yes, they use candles in invocation and it works. But if you don't know that, you can work with the spiritual entity, the spirit, the angel, the non-angelic entities with that candle. You thought that maybe because of me using candle, that's why they are coming. Because it happened to me, it happens to other people. But with my many years, 16 years of research about the use of candles in the invocation, what I found out is that yes, candle is important when you are using it for scrying. You can use candle alone for scrying without any scrying tool like black mirror, crystal ball, a bowl of water, or a glass of water, or any shiny material or any shiny object they use for scrying. You can check my video about candle. I have a video on my YouTube channel. Check the video. You see, the video is about the candle. I describe it over there. I teach that knowledge about the candle over there. But in the olden days, what I found, the reason why they use candles is not about using candle to play or to add the entity to appear. You see, now they used to write long conjuration, long words to call the spirit, the entity. So they use a long word to call the spiritual entity. And with a dark room, if there is no light in the room, how can you read what you have written on the sheet of paper? So the light on the parchment paper. So they light the candle to check to able to help them to see the things that they have been written on the sheet of paper, on the parchment, and read out to the spirit. 2, now they used to make the room become dim so that they can see the, what do you call it, the scrying tools they are using. They can see the scrying tool they are using. But if you are using the candles because it's just the candle that will make the entity to appear, that one is not true. Yeah. So with my 16 years of practicing, I was able to come and I was able to discover the main purpose of candle you can use in invocation. That is, you're using it as a scrying tool. That video I just told you about, I compare the flame of the candles I myself have lighted, and how the flame is. The one I used, I was using the flame as a scrying tool. The other one I'm using the flame as a light in the room that will make the entity to appear to you. It's both. When I compared it, it shows that yes, when at the time I understand the use of a candle in this invocation, what then the candle frame able to spread huge. Yeah, because now I'm using it as a scrying tool. For that said, let us move to the seal. They used to. We do believe that without seal or without sigil, the entity you are calling, the spiritual entity you are calling, can't be come, because it is the seal that has give you guarantee for the entity to appear to you, because now the seal is like someone in the someone is doing some party or a feast that you have been invited. When you are invited, the security guys only allow you in when you show them your invitation card, or you show them your invitation card. So then the seal is like it is your ticket, that, or your invitation card that will allow the entity or allow you to meet the entity. That's what now I used to think. But something happened when I started to do a research about a book called The Book of Abraham Mellon. In that book, Abraham Mellon, the mage, lists a lot of spiritual entities, spirits, and Abraham Mellon didn't mention any one of their offices. Abraham Mellon didn't mention any one of their offices. So I saw the list there. So Abraham Mellon didn't mention list their seal. Just listed. Abraham Mellon didn't give their seal. Abraham Mellon only lists the entities over there. So now I was working with the entity to know their office, also to ask them for the seal. Now I work with one of them and I asked for the seal, and the entity told me that if I eat a full bag of salt, I can't get any seal, because there is no seal or sigil. The entities are being given to people. Then I started doing research about the seal, and I have a video called "The Use of Sigil or Seal in Invocation is Fraud." You can check that video on my YouTube channel. One of the authors called Constantinos do mention in his book that he used to get the seals in his books from the traditional books, like the olden books documents, and some also he created a seal by himself with the use of rose cross lamine. A great magician like Constantinos writing a great book called Summoning Spirit, and that great magician was saying that in the book he was being claiming that he used to see the spirits, even physical and also in what do you call it, in crystal ball and or black mirror. So Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, none of this entity was able to give him his sigil, their sigil. And Constantino created the sigil for them, and all he took the sigil from other traditional books. How? I can see you, I can talk to you, and I want your signature. Can't I get? Unless I created a signature for you. So you can check spiritual books talking about invocation. You will see that in spiritual books, there is different sigil. Each and every group are using. The sigil Constantinos used for Michael is different. The sigil Gallery of Magic used for Michael used to call Michael is different. The sigil in the book called Grimoire of Amadel used to call Archangel Michael is different. The sigil E.A. Coating used to call Michael is different. The sigil Ars Aurora used to call Michael is different. How come one particular spirit having many different sigils? Go to Google. You just Google sigil or seal of Archangel Michael. You see multiple and many different sigil. How come? It means that they created the sigil by themselves, not the spirit given to them. It is their belief. They believe that it was because of the sigil or seal that is making the entity to appear. And when I do that research, I later come out to see that no, the sigil didn't make anything. So I started having having second thought. The same I do experiment with the incense and other things. So I'm receiving a lot of messages from people telling that yeah, the dream vocation is truly works, and that works them. They are coming to me with the message they are receiving from spirits. Before I do remember one guy. It seems he's from South Africa. When I checked the number, the code of the number, maybe I'm wrong. That guy told me that he used Gallery of Magic method. Sometimes the entity grant the ace wish. Sometimes they don't grant his wish, but they don't know if they are healing him or they are not healing him. So I recommend my method to him and he used it. The next day he contacted me with the message he have received from the entity he called with my method. The person become happy that yeah, my method do work. Because with it, you will be able to know that the work you are giving or asking the entity to do for you, it can't work. You will be able to know that the work you are asking the entity to do for you, it will work. I hope you are getting me. So this is a simple and easy way to contact spirits. Yeah. So Mr. Questionnaire, that's the answer of your question. The seal is do nothing in evocation when you are working with the spirit. The candle, you can use it if you want to read something from your notepad. You can use it when you are doing scrying. You can use it when you are using it as a scrying tool. It is okay, but without it, if you are lighting the candle just because you want to see spirit, that is that because it will make the spirit to appear to you, then that one there, my brother, no, it's not the candle that is making the spirit to answer your call, attending to your request. So you check my videos over there. I have video for each and everything you mention in your question. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, the viewers, for being with me. There is a lot to share. There's a lot to teach. If you have any question, please kindly you are free to ask on the number, through the number on the screen, on WhatsApp, or you can contact me directly. If you had a dream and wanted to help with the interpretation, you can contact me on the number on the screen. You can WhatsApp me you can WhatsApp me through the number on the screen. If you want us to teach you something about herbs, you are welcome. Any question about spirituality and religion, you are welcome. We have a lot to share with you people, so our door is widely open for you. We have time for you, so don't hesitate to come and don't hesitate to bring up your questions. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to spread it and share it with people. Wassalam. Peace. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.